This is the Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAT.
Gold heading back to Lawrence County.
Your home for the County of Champions.
Can you say 3P? Union Scotties, WPL champions.
The Neshannock Lancers are PIHL Class 2A state champions once again.
Swing and a miss. The Union Scotties. It's double gold for the County of Champions.
Wilmington, your District 10 1A champ.
Makes the catch. That will do it. Mohawk, back to back. Go celebrate.
The top local athletes and the top sports moments all featured here, live or archived at lcsportsnet.com.
There he is. Left corner for three. He's the now all-time leading scorer.
Palmer McCain makes the catch. Somehow the adjustment, and he is going to take it to the house.
Francis Monitis works through Rinson. Has a chance. Score! Off
the tip of the glove of the first baseman, Benedict. That's recovered. And did they get her? They did!
Oh, he has wide open. Dave McKnight gets the touchdown.
Featuring over 100 broadcasts of county events in over a dozen sports. Your voice for Lawrence County sports.
The gold ball headed home to Newcastle.
This is the Lawrence County SportsNet.
And it is time for PIHL hockey on the Lawrence County Sports Network. Tonight from Hess Ice Arena, it's the Neshannock Lancers and the Wilmington Greyhounds. Alongside Eric Thomas, I'm Ty Poe, glad to be with you here for tonight's matchup. Neshannock currently riding high in the PIHL Division II Blue Division, currently 8-1-1-0. That's 8-1 in regulation, 1-0 in overtime. That's good for first place in D2 Blue. On the other side, the Wilmington Greyhounds come into tonight's contest at 2-6 and 0-0 in overtime play. That's tied for sixth in D2 Blue. And, of course, it's another great matchup between these two teams, Eric. Yes, it's the battle for Lawrence County, and the Greyhounds coming off a victory, trying to get their first victory in quite some time against the Lancers.
Yeah, and they snapped a 4-game streak the other night against McDowell and actually outshot McDowell 29-13 in that game. 3 goals in less than 3 minutes, second period. They're probably going to have to do something like that tonight because this Neshannock team, if you've watched this all season long, you know that they can throw goals in the net in a hurry. In fact, 11 of them the other night against Deer Lakes. They scored 5 goals in 7 minutes, 23 first-period shots. No secret what they're going to try to do tonight. They are going to test these goaltenders from Wilmington right off the face-off and put the pressure on them, try to get the early lead and make Wilmington catch up. The other hiccup for Wilmington during their streak in which they lost 4 games in a row, they had leads in a couple of those games, and they couldn't hang on to them. And then they allowed goals in a flurry. So their defense is going to have to be sharper tonight, especially against this high-powered Neshannock offense. And we'll see if they can sneak out of here with 2 in a row. Otherwise, Neshannock just rolling right now. We'll see if they can keep their offense hot, too.
Yeah, this Neshannock team has been one of the better teams in D2 over the last 5 seasons. They've won 3 of the last 5 D2 Cups, and as you mentioned, of course, a absolutely phenomenal performance against Deer Lakes. They have only 1 loss this season, and when you take a look at this offense, you see top of the line in their division. They currently have 53 goals for, 20 against, and a goal differential of plus 33. For goals for, second in the division, goals against first, and they're one of the top teams in D2 proper, and goal differential plus 33. That's the best in D2 Blue. The other side for Wilmington as they take the ice, as they're dressed in the Michigan-like jerseys. They got the maize and blue on. And on the other side for the Lancers as they take the ice, they're in that classic white-red with some gray striping as they make their way on the ice. For Wilmington, 21 goals for, 42 against, a minus 13 differential, all 5th in D2 Blue. And this is a Wilmington team that had some real history against, well, the rest of D2 Blue. Back in 2021, They were a loss in the semifinals away from creating a potential all Lawrence County D2 final. And of course, D2 is a co-op of numerous schools coming together. Wilmington, of course, one of the better teams out there before they had to take a hiatus due to unable to really get a bunch of teams together. Wilmington is comprised of Mohawk, Union, Newcastle, Elwood City, and West Middlesex. For Neshannock, they're comprised of a couple of D10 programs in Grove City, Hickory, Mercer, and then you go with Shenango and Laurel, and then back to D10 with Kennedy Catholic. So this Neshannock team is built up of a lot of local products. Both of these teams, of course, the Lawrence County Lightning, they were practicing just before the ice cut and as they get ready for this matchup here tonight. Eric, the last time these two teams faced, of course, Neshannock has won the last 11 in it, and it wasn't anything different there. 7-1 Neshannock, and they opened up with the first 7 goals of this game before the Greyhounds finally got their first goal of the game with 28 seconds remaining.
Yeah, and this team this season, I mean, they're 4-1 at Hess. They've had 5 games decided by 4+ goals. And they've got a pretty good scoring punch. 3 guys, Jacob Gruber, Shane Johns, and Marco Relic, who have all this season combined for at least 5 goals across the board there. Gruber leads the team with 19 points. He's been fantastic. And Johns had a 2-point outing versus Ringgold, and he's got a point in 5 straight games that he's played in. So they've got a lot of firepower. There's no question about that. They take a lot of pride in what this program has been able to put together, and Wilmington is just going to have to scrap tonight, and I'm not sure they can get into a high-scoring affair with them, but you know, if they can get on the board early and do what they did against the other night against McDowell to snap their losing streak, they can hang around this game long. But you know that this Neshannock team is just they are going to put shots up in a hurry. I mean, they've had games in the 50s for shots this year. Like, they will throw everything at an opposing tender, and you know, a lot of them break through. That's been a problem for teams trying to stop and slow this team down.
Yeah, that last game, 63 shots for the Lancers. It took a combined effort of Craig Patterson and Connor Michaels to finish out the game for Wilmington. Patterson was credited with the loss. He made 19 saves on 25 shots. Relief came from Connor Michaels, who made 37 saves on 38 shots. And Michaels, in that game versus McDowell, only had to make 13 saves. So you have to be looking at this one that maybe it's Michaels that'll be the one in goal tonight for Wilmington. You take a look over there, Craig Patterson just leaving the net as they switch out to get some work done. Of course, on the other side, you have the potential duo of Nolan Wilson and Trip Johns. Johns is 6-0 on the season with a 140 goals against average and a 937 save percentage. Wilson 3-1, 278, 2.78 goals against average and 836 save percentage.
Yeah, and we'll see who they're going to start. Obviously, they've got 2 really good options there. Nolan Wilson was in net here during the warm-ups. And, you know, you also look at the points. So this is an important game from a Neshannock standpoint because they're tied with Ringgold right now for 26 points, atop D2 Blue. So they got to get this win tonight. Their next game is against Ringgold a week from tonight. So huge tonight, keep the pace, and huge next week to try to sweep that season series. This is a big game for them here tonight.
At the Lancers, of course, you can also catch that game on Lawrence County SportsNet. On the other side, Wilmington will take on Sewickley Academy in a battle between 2 teams that are in the bottom of the division. So we got some good games for you next week. We hope you enjoy this one coming up. We'll take a quick break, and then we'll be back with the starting lineups in the national anthem. It's the Lancers, it's the Greyhounds. High school hockey coming up next on Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP.
Having a safe and healthy home is not something to play games with, especially if your home was built before 1978. You may be exposed to extremely harmful lead-based paint hazards. If you're concerned about lead in your home, don't roll the dice on your family's safety. LCAP's Healthy Homes Lead Hazard Reduction Program is here to help you win the battle. Your family's health and safety is the goal. Contact the Department of Healthy Homes today.
Hey, Mom, do you need a ride to the store today?
Oh, no thanks, hon. I got it covered. Mike's taking me.
Okay, well, you have a doctor's appointment tomorrow, right? I can take you to that.
No, I got it covered too. Mike's taking me.
Mike?
Yes, Mike's my Axe driver. Picks me up right at my door and even helps carry my groceries. It's so convenient to schedule and ride with Axe. Wish I would have called him sooner.
Okay, Mom. Sounds like you got it covered.
I have an apple pie ready to eat. How about you help me with that?
Calling all sports fans. Never miss a moment with real-time alerts, keeping you in the loop when your favorite teams are playing.
Get instant updates sent straight to your phone with game schedules, changes, and all the latest news.
You can receive important updates and reminders, so you're always prepared for game time.
Be the first to cheer on your local teams and show your support.
Receive important updates and reminders, so you're always prepared for the game.
Signing up is quick and easy. Don't miss out. Sign up now and stay connected to the action.
Plus, follow us on social media for live updates, behind-the-scenes content, and community news.
Like in sports, it takes a great team to protect you, your family, and your business. MVP Insurance is that team. From home and auto to life and commercial insurance, you can count on us for coverage that adapts to your needs.
We're committed to excellence for our clients' experience and in serving our community.
It's a winning combination.
MVP Insurance. Don't get left on the sidelines. Log on to mvpins.com or call today to get your free quote.
When the high school season heats up, make sure you have the best gear to support your school. Head to the Red Zone on Wilmington Road in Neshannock for all your county sporting apparel needs. From sporting goods to custom apparel to embroidery and more, the Red Zone has it all. Quality gear for all 8 schools in the County of Champions. Stop by and enter the Red Zone or visit them online at theredzonesports.com. Score big at the Red Zone.
And welcome back. Just completed the national anthem and for this game between the Lancers and the Greyhounds. In goal for the Lancers tonight is Trip Johns, 6-0 on the season, 140 goals against average, and 937 save percentage. On the other side, it's Connor Michaels, 2-1, a 309 goals against average, 902 save percentage, and has 1 shutout on the season coming in the last game versus McDowell.
Yeah, Connor Michaels has faced 112 shots on the season. Craig Patterson, on the other hand, 184 for Wilmington, so not as much. That's in 181 minutes of action this season. He's going to see a lot of them right off the bat. There's no question. They're going to test him early and often. Going to really be up to some puck control and keeping the puck out of their zone for Wilmington here in this first period. Get some early looks and make sure you keep on the attack against this Neshannock team.
Face-off control by the Greyhounds, and they'll take it forward. Anthony Popovich up to the point. That shot deflected in front and then pushed into the near corner. And it pushes it up into the neutral ice and regathered by the Greyhounds. One-handed forward by one of the Wilmington skaters. Siracco sends it around, finds Bryce Fisher. Up the wall, had it deflected. Marco Relic pushes it back to Siracco. Advance denied, and the Lancers trying to move up on the right side now. Sent down, controlled by Evan DiNardo. DiNardo flips on the backhand, and that will go down the length of the ice for an icing. One thing about Wilmington, it's zone entries that are so important for a team that's struggling. That first time getting a face-off going forward immediately, that helped out their cause as they got early zone time.
No, that's what they're going to have to do tonight. They've got to stay on the attack as much as they can for as long as periods as they can in the periods. They've got to maintain this attack, keep the puck out of their zone, take some pressure off the goalie, whoever it is, and take advantage of some opportunities.
Shot by the captain, Alex Rogers. That missed the net.
Good look, though.
Yeah, really good look. Shane Johns pushes it up. Controlled by the Lancers and pushed down by Butch Burgess. On the pinch, the Lancers control. Trying to throw one in front, Jacob Gruber. And then it's handled by Connor Michaels as they'll get the face off in his defensive zone.
And Gruber had a shorty the other night against Deer Lakes. He's got a point in 6 straight games, too, and had consecutive 3-point games against Central Valley and Swickle. That Central Valley team is really good, too.
Gruber, one of the top scorers in the PIHL D2 so far with 19 points. Puck sandwich in the zone. DiNardo trying to push one on his backhand. Wrangled up the wall for Gage Campbell. And he'll push it into space. No icing. Coming in, Ty Tomac as they gather right in front of us. Donovan for Relic. Shot blocked. Finds its way down. Campbell tried to throw it out in front. Couldn't get it. Marco Relic up top looking for a shot. That one wide. And sent down and will go to length for an icing. And the face-off back in the Wilmington offensive zone.
Yeah, line changes here for both sides. So far, I mean, we've only played almost 3 minutes. I like the way Wilmington's been getting after it early on here. Gotta like they're getting to the puck. They're setting themselves up. Here's another decent look, but they've got to be quick to the puck tonight, Ty. They can't let Neshannock beat them to the boards, beat them to the corners, get any of those loose pucks. They got to be, it basically has to feel like they're playing like 5 on 11 out there at times.
Yeah, they have to be right on top of the Lancers. Any time and space they take advantage of very well. Sent down. Siracco controls it in a battle right behind the net. Miller has it, hits it off the side of the net, and then it's handled by Johns.
Oh, he's going to want that back. That was dead aim at the net. Take a look at this. I mean, he is right on it right there.
Yeah, he's got to fit that one in underneath the glove. He couldn't get it. All of that one, and that's how Johns was able to handle it. Gruber controlled the face-off, looking for Lincoln Siracco. Pushed out right in front, and another save made by Johns, and he'll hang on there. Early work done by Wilmington as they have a good start as we're about 3:06 played.
That shot by Miller, probably just a little too far to the side to try to lift it and go top shelf, so he had to try to fit it in wherever he saw the space, but that was a great look.
Gurman sends it back into the corner. Rattled around, Johns controls it. Another good job in the neutral zone by Wilmington.
Yeah, they're winning that battle so far.
Well, the early storm was the question is, how can Wilmington bring it against this automatic Lancers team?
Well, so there's a classic example right there. You got to get to the pucks. You can't get beat down the ice.
Shane Johns was able to put one on. That save made by Michaels. Taking it through center right, Brody Young. On his backhand, flexes one to the front, and Johns has to be smart to it once again, as this Wilmington team, even last year against Neshannock, it wasn't really offensive issues with them. Their zone entries were fine. It was just that the creativity offensively wasn't there, and early on, they've been much improved so far.
Now here's another time on the back end, though. You got to beat your man down the ice.
Relic on the forecheck, kept in by Hennon. Motored around, looking for a chance. Christopher Johns, that one doesn't get through. One more chance, that one's saved.
Great job that time in net by Michaels.
Yeah, Michaels, again, only one goal given up after he came in relief. So this is definitely the guy you want to have in net against this Lancers team. That one flipped down, goes all the length for an icing.
Yeah, I think you brought up the point about the neutral zone. I feel like Wilmington, if they haven't won that battle so far, at least it's a wash right now. They're playing faster. They're playing with some poise, and they're putting a little bit of pressure on Neshannock here early on, and that's what you wanted to see if you're on the Wilmington side.
Beckett Miller picks them up. 2-on-1 opportunity for the Greyhounds, and a shot and a save into the glove. by Johns off the shot from Finn McGrail.
I think he might have tried to flip that down to set up his teammate and just didn't get enough of it, and it ended up being kind of a flop shot right into John's mitt. I'm sure it looked like he got kind of crossed up there. Did he want to pass it, or did he want to take an actual shot at it? Because that puck was a little wide there, and John stuck that paw out there to get it.
Here's Marco Relic. That shot deflected high and recovered by Wilmington. Good back and forth between these two teams.
Good.
And it's intercepted. McGrail has it, but he couldn't get anything away with it. Coming back the other way, Ryan Hazy. And smartly handled, but momentarily Michaels lost it, was able to recover it, and forced a whistle.
Yeah, to get his bearings about him there and flop down on that puck. I just want to go back to the McGrail shot there for a second. It's going to go in the books as a shot, but I think he just – watch him flip this towards the net. There's the earlier look that Miller had, but watch, you got to see McGrail flip that puck up. It looks like he's trying to set up the pass and just did not get enough of it to set up his teammate, and ended up being a shot on goal, and Johns, again, reaching out there and snagging that one.
O'Donovan sends one up the middle for Hazy, intercepted by Young. Young couldn't keep his balance there as he nearly tried to continue that forecheck. Wilmington with another keep. Young pushes one right into the skates. He was looking for Summers. That one intercepted, and here come the Lancers once more. Dumped in, but that goes into the crowd. Heads up as Asher Stumner wanted to make sure that the end over there was well aware he was coming in.
It's a great play by O'Donovan after he gave the puck up to recover and then break up the opportunity there. Seeing, again, I think at least early on here, you know, still got 11 minutes to go in the period, but I think at least right now Wilmington has gotten everything that they could possibly want in this first period. If you get out of here scoreless, or at worst, you know, maybe 1-1, 1-0, something like that, you got to feel pretty good. They've played really well here in these opening 6 minutes.
Near 6 minutes played, no score. As the action just about even, but Neshannock is starting to get a little bit going offensively.
Yeah, they really are. You can see them. They're picking up the intensity right now. Got a couple of changes for the Lancers flying in.
DiNardo pushing up the boards, hit off a foot, and on the backhand, Hazy can't get it there. Good recovery but another one right in front, looking for it, Butch Burgess. A couple of fire wagon exchanges right in front as Wilmington able to recover. They nearly gave it away twice. That one dumped in.
Well, they got lucky there because I don't think Michaels even knew where the puck was at that point. It was shielded by a couple of players. I don't know that he had good eyes on it there for a minute.
Gruber sends one in deep. Rattled around, rolls for Burgess. Pinches it in down low and recovered again by Wilmington. Trying to go up the right wing. It's intercepted once again. They're closing off the strong side. Neshannock, and now another chance. Popovich has it. On the left wing. He was dumped. Recovered and sent down by McGrail. First one to it, Miller. Tried to center it in front. In the slot. Pushed up right side. Right point goes into the corner.
I think
Johns, another hit.
Deflected off a player there, I think.
That shot coming from Pitzer is handled by Trip Johns. Definitely more snarl coming from Wilmington so far through this game.
Yeah, but I think you're right about Neshannock kind of, you know, they've seen what Wilmington's going to try to throw at them here early on, and now they bring some of their fire in. Relic stays out there. But Fury and Hennon have been pretty good as well. Hennon had a goal the other night against Deer Lakes. See if they can generate some offense here.
Young under pressure. Looking for an exit valve in Summers, and that's caught up by the Lancers. They work it out of the corner. Centering pass in front. Good denial by Wilmington on that chance in the slot. And up the middle, save made. And that came off a Fury's shot, as once again, it's Connor Michaels able to quell any danger.
Well, what a job by Michaels, though, because on the puck behind the net, he's searching for it. He's got to get in position to make a play, then make another stop, and then he's got to get right back up and get ready for it to come at him a third time, and he did a nice job to keep Neshannock at bay there.
Relic shot blocked. So we played 8 minutes here at Hess Ice Rink. Still no score, but the Lancers are buzzing. Fury sends it down low as they cycle, looking to center it. Chance for O'Donovan, and that's very good play there. Rogers trying to keep it. O'Donovan able to flip it further for Fury. And one more time, it's the Greyhounds trying to put one through center ice. Lancers on the track back. Here comes Grant Hennon coming down the right wing. Hennon looking to push a pass in front, lost it off his stick. Wilmington under pressure and set down. Good play by the Lancers coming down that wing. They recover. Jackson Lohr pushing it up the right side. Looking to push it in deep is Bryce Fisher, and it does make its way into his attacking zone. Fisher has it again down the half wall. His shot, save made by Michaels. Ty Tomac will dump it in.
Changed by Wilmington.
Touches up. Wilmington gets some fresh players out there. Neshannock looking for a trip, nothing called. Push down the boards, Lincoln Siracco. Wilmington, good dump, and that one will be recovered.
Fisher
Pass out front. Popovich, shot goes wide.
Fisher made an excellent play to break up that opportunity initially, really before it kind of got unraveled. And then another decent shot by Wilmington. You're seeing, though, I agree with you, Ty. You're seeing Neshannock be much, much more aggressive now in this latter stages of this first period.
They saw what they could do, and now they know how to put a stop to most of it. Wilmington has a number 12 on their team, not on the roster. We'll try to get that in between periods. Puck set into the zone. Burgess rallied around for 12 for Wilmington. Good pinch by Gruber as they battle up against the left wall. Pass goes up top for Cavelli. He scores! Cavelli with a changeup. It fools Michaels. And the Lancers on the board, 1-0.
Looked like a knuckleball going right for the crossbar. That was pretty. Here's another look at it. You'll see him set it up right off the corner and then just waiting for that opportunity. Watch this puck. Right up at the very top of the crossbar over the outside shoulder of Michaels. Excellent pinpoint accuracy on that. Michaels, I think, reacted a little too late. Not sure if that was going to be as high as it was. And it just snuck in right below the crossbar. Excellent shot for the first goal.
So Travis Cavelli picks up that goal and the assist to Butch Burgess, that coming at 6:52 to give a 1-0 lead to the Lancers.
See, now it's how Wilmington responds here, because you can't let this snowball.
Here comes Alex Rogers, big hit! Christopher Johns laying it down. Puck still stays for Wilmington. That shot off the shin pads of Relic and back to neutral ice, and now you see the Lancers starting to pick up, showing that championship effort.
Well, and you're seeing, too, there's a little bit more of a giddy-up in the step, too. These guys are stepping in front of pucks on the Neshannock side. That's the second or third time one's been redirected off a player. They're moving faster to the puck.
Try to center right in front, intended for Reese Fury. Good poked away by the Greyhounds, and they'll move it up. So number 27 is not on there. He takes it right down the lane, and a save made by Johns.
We got a little pushing and shoving after the play. Johns, they're mixing it up. That's the beauty about these co-ops, too. You might have Mercer against Mohawk, against Elwood City, against Neshannock.
It's a smorgasbord. Kids coming from everywhere. Campbell sends one right in front. Johns denies it. Right up the middle, Fury pushes it forward. Going down the right wing, tripped up, no penalty. And then a big dump, oh my goodness, from Sam Henning. And yeah, you got to call something there after that.
Well, I think they missed a trip going down the ice there. You called it perfectly. No call on that. Here's a look at that hit the boards. My goodness.
Sam Hemming, my goodness,
Yeah,
he
Michael's-
hammered him.
And Michael's getting right up in there protecting his player. I like seeing that out of the goalie.
I mean, you got to do that after that, but man, referees missed a couple trips there early on.
Yeah, they sure did.
And, well, that's what happens. It eventually adds up. But it gives an opportunity for Wilmington as they're on the power play. It's the red zone power play. They are 2 for 19 this season. It's 12th in D2. That shot deflected by Tomac, and right off the side of the net. It's Alex Rogers, and we are tied.
How did he play that off the net as perfect as he did? That was excellent. On the deflection, Johns makes a great save on the first shot. But then watch Rogers. You're going to see him slip out right there at the very tail end. Bang.
He's able to get the rebound, and that's the difference. So it's Alex Rogers picking up that goal, and the assist goes to Ty Tomac.
Perfect way to respond if you're Wilmington. You played so well the first 6 minutes of this period. Give up a goal. Get a little pushing and shoving, a little physicality out of it, but then they come right back on a beautiful rebound and stick back by Rogers. He flew in there, timed it perfectly, and found that little sliver of light right there to slip that in.
Yeah, able to get that right off just below the goal line, right below the right circle. Wilmington moving forward. McGrail pushes one right in front. Johns will smother it and hang on from there. 4:35 remaining in the first period.
Got some wholesale changes here for the Lancers.
Big Gruber to take the draw as he'll go up against Beckett Miller. And Gruber wins it for Neshannock. Christopher Johns pushes it up the right wall, back in the Wilmington area.
These guys are going after each other in this game. This has turned into a pretty physical late first period.
Shane Johns behind the net as Wilmington continues to use their physicality. Push back into the neutral zone. The Greyhounds recover it. Puck pushed forward, and it will be icing. Thought it was nearly going to hit a Lancer there and force no icing. Referee opts to call that, and it's back into the Neshannock attacking end with 4:05 remaining. In the first period, 1-1 is our score.
I think all things considered, you got to feel pretty good about yourself if you're Wilmington right now. You've weathered a bit of a storm here from Neshannock in the later part of this period, and you got a draw right now.
Alex Rogers, the goal scorer, to tie it up for Wilmington, sends it around the boards, and it's sent right in front. Michaels with the save off the shot from Burgess.
These two teams have played, I think anyway, off the boards so well here in this first period. You see them flip it up, utilize the actual board, the lower part of it, and advance the puck. Both teams are doing an excellent job at using all phases of the rink to move the puck.
Well, these two teams play up here at Hess Ice Rink, so they know the boards. They know the glass very well.
Yeah, ice, you'll hear hockey players tell you that the sheet feels different depending on where you go. It really does. And we've got some incredible arenas in the WPIL area. You know, you think RMU, you think UPMC down 79. This place is awesome, though, with the old barn feel to it. Kind of reminds me a little bit of the old school Hershey Park Arena. Obviously not as big, but it's got some character to it, some old school character to it.
I've seen a lot of video, Calder Cups from Hershey Park Arena. Of course, I've been in the Hershey area. I haven't had a chance to see a Bears game.
What a blast the old Bears games in that old arena, man. You went in there on like a Sunday night in a playoff game against Philly, and it was like
the Phantoms.
80 degrees, 90 degrees outside. The ice is melting. 3 overtime games against the Phantoms. Some great hockey in Chocolatetown. Highly advise making the trip east to check out a game if you can.
Michaels the save off the pads, rebound off the glass by the Lancers. Tomac controls it. Flip on the backhand, and that's not a right pass there, but luckily nothing comes out of it against the Greyhounds. Tomac denied entry into the zone, and the Lancers will go back to work. First one to it, Relic. For Burgess, up the wall. Good work again by Wilmington, denying a little bit of entry from the Lancers. I mean, it's clear what the Lancers want to do. They want to create as much zone time as possible. They want to cycle, and they want to then try to test Michaels.
It's like a wing T football team. You just stay on the attack, pick away, and eventually it's going to fall through.
Yep. Once it gets to the net, then you crash there, and that's usually how good things happen.
No, excellent job off the boards there, but we're going to get a, I think are we going to get a penalty? Yes, we are.
Yes, we are.
Seeing a little chippiness in this game.
Under 2 minutes remaining here in the first period, so an opportunity. Once again, it'll be on the Lancers, so
by the way,
Wilmington 1 for 1 on the power play.
Those Wilmington threads are pretty sweet, aren't they?
Is that the old Michigan look?
Stripe on the helmet. Tomac tried to redirect that.
Rogers tried to send it right in front. Picked off by Relic. Gruber has it on the right side, pushes it into his own attacking end. On the reload, here comes the Greyhounds, but it's sent back down by the Lancers. 30 seconds through the penalty. In a 1-1 game here from Hess Ice Rink on Lawrence County SportsNet. Brody Young takes it through center ice. Looking to get around Johns, puts a shoulder into him. Johns another whack at him and is able to clear it as he rings it up the boards.
He's a physical player, Johns. Doesn't look the biggest, but he will get after you on that glass.
Classic hockey player.
Yeah, a couple times he's really stuck his head in there and gotten after a few dudes up against the board.
Center right in front, looking for Rogers, can't get it. And it's cleared down by Gruber.
Good job to get a change here by Wilmington.
A 2-second difference between game clock and penalty time here from Hess Ice Rink. Center ice, here's Ethan Sommers. Sommers had his shot off the stick. Hennon pushes it. Lincoln Sirocco looking to clear. Puck stays near the blue line, held in by the Greyhounds. On the backhand, looking for Sommers, can't center it for Popovich. We continue down, 20 seconds remaining on the penalty. Popovich behind the net, circles out, goes up left point. Palumbo back on, save made by Josh, rebound score! Beckett Miller, another power play goal for the Greyhounds, and with 6.8 seconds remaining in the first, it's the Wilmington Greyhounds ahead of the Neshannock Lancers 2-1.
You're going to see Sirocco just hit the ice right there. The puck hit him right in the ankle, like lower part of his calf or the higher part of his ankle. He went down, so he wasn't able to really stand in there and slide over and make a play defensively, and that allowed the open lane for the shot. How about Wilmington? Excellent job here after they weathered that storm in the middle part of the period. Aggressive. They don't allow a lot of shots on goal by Neshannock, which has been their forte early in games. Only 10 for Neshannock here in the first period. Wilmington basically equalizes that with 8, and they go 2 for 8. You couldn't have asked for a better 17 minutes right there from the Greyhounds, and they got.
No, you could not. End of 1 here from Hess Ice Rink. Wilmington 2, Neshannock 1. You're watching high school hockey on Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP.
Your hip, your knee, your shoulder, whatever has been holding you back, UPMC Orthopedic Care is where you'll find experts to help you get back to a better quality of life. UPMC is pioneering minimally invasive surgeries, and we offer personalized treatment plans and same-day surgery to get you home and moving sooner. It's your ankle, your elbow, your hand, and it's your move. Visit upmc.com/ortho to learn how UPMC can help.
Castle Asphalt and Construction is driven to provide quality, cost-efficient pavement-related services to Western Pennsylvania. Every paving or construction service at Castle Asphalt begins with a thorough site inspection of the area to allow their team of professionals to become familiar with the unique conditions of your home or business. Once the site inspection is complete, Castle Asphalt provides you with a detailed plan of the design, cost, materials, and time of completion, so you know exactly what to expect during your construction. Visit castleasphalt.com to request a quote for your next project and make your dream design come to fruition.
Wilmington ahead 2-1 through 1. We're ready to start the second. Ice cut comes after this period here in high school hockey. And it's dumped in by the Greyhounds, who will now attack from right in front of us. And Neshannock will go towards us.
Just talking to our producer, Matt Flannery, during the stoppage there between periods. Did not have this on the bingo card tonight. Thought maybe we'd see a little bit of fight from Wilmington early on, but man, did they play a great beginning and end of that first period.
I guess Eric Thomas is in the building. It's got to be a banger. Rogers, save made by Johns. He'll hang on.
I bring the magic sometimes.
So do I.
Good change here early on. I like getting these guys out early in the shifts to start periods, too. It keeps your guys fresher, and it is good to see Sirocco back out there. Wasn't sure if he got some work on that ankle, but he took a hard puck right to that. It looked like it was the upper part of his ankle, so maybe just a hair above where the protection from the skate would be. Good to see that he's okay.
This is Alex Otto as we talk between periods. We got one number. We don't have 27. Oh, big hit from behind, and that's a penalty. And now you see this with the Lancers. That's the third penalty against them.
They're trying to out-hit Wilmington in this game. And, we heard them before this game faced off at the start about being physical and running through Wilmington. They were meeting down here at the net talking about how physical they wanted to be, and they're trying to do that right now. And Wilmington is hanging there. They're just saying, hey, bring it, man. We're gonna play our game. We're going to take our opportunities here. We've got great goaltending with Michaels right now, who's playing a heck of a first half or first period. And they're hanging tough. You talk so much in games about, like, in football, the middle eight. How about the beginning and end eight for that first period? Because that's when Wilmington was at its best.
I'm glad you used the WQED version of that talk. 2 for 2 on the power play are the Greyhounds. That shot save made by Trip Johns, and he'll hang on. Past 1 minute here in the second period.
Trip Johns has faced some fire here in this first period, but see, now I think this is an important start to the second period too for Wilmington, because you've got to stay aggressive. You've got another minute and 45 on this power play. You've got to stay aggressive and take advantage of what's given to you.
Edge lost, shot goes off the glass from Young, and
they're going to say
that high stick.
Yeah.
Played with a high stick, so no penalty on that. That'll just be a face-off in the zone for Wilmington. And for the Greyhounds, this is a team that had 2 power play goals all year. They have 2 in one game, in one period to be exact.
Yeah, 2 in a couple of minutes.
Slap shot goes wide. Young controls left point. They set up the power play from there. Steps in, save made, or it might have hit off someone in front. And the backhander is handled by Johns, and now it's more trouble in paradise for the Lancers.
That was redirected off a player. That was a tight window to try to fit that in. I like Wilmington going for some of these tight pockets.
Puck control by the Lancers, going shorthanded. We approach a minute remaining in the penalty.
Excellent defense by the Greyhounds.
Sirocco had his pocket picked, and now the Greyhounds will take it through center ice and regain the zone for their power play. That shot goes off of Johns and ricocheted to the half wall. Lancers trying to press again on the penalty kill. Work by Wilmington, able to recover it. Alex Rogers has it.
4 shots on this power play attempt.
Nearly gave it away to Gruber right in front of the crease. And it has to be sent down, and that's an icing on the power play by Wilmington.
So they face some aggressiveness here. 4 shots on the power play. Actually 3. Still got 34 seconds left on it.
Alex penalty coming up. And then, as you said, in 34 seconds, 2:20 played here in the second period. Face-off went forward, and it's smothered by Michaels. It was Hennon trying to win it forward and get another chance right in front. Miller and Hennon do it again. This time Miller wins it. Fury setting some fury there. He's put a body on one of the Greyhounds, and then McGrail sends it in. McGrail chasing. Goes to the end wall. Lancers recover. Chris Johns sends it down. 10 seconds remaining on Relic's penalty. Palumbo will take it up for the Greyhounds. Pressured, give it away. Hennon backhander went wide.
Michaels lost his stick too. That could have been very dangerous.
On the Lancers, back to even strength. Penalty time is up. Hennon sends it back into the corner. In the left corner, Waylon Palumbo pressured by Relic. He was lighter that time going into the man, and that has to be the directive from here on out. McGrail nearly had it for a short breakaway. Has it again. Save made by Johns, and he'll hang on.
That was excellent stick handling there by the Greyhounds. We get wholesale changes for both. Michaels got caught up there, lost his stick for a moment on that previous attempt. How about Hennon speeding around the back of that net too and keeping that opportunity alive? So now you see, we're getting towards that midway point again where Neshannock starts to turn it up here, that middle portion of the period.
That's right in front, and that one blocked. Sent down back into the Greyhounds' defensive end, and that goes right into the Neshannock bench.
Trying to play it off the boards and send it up there was Otto.
Alex Otto wearing number 12. You can see through the tape it had Jones on the back. Pitzer controlling it with Otto. Poked down low by Jackson Lohr. Tatterson tried to center it. Hazy has it. That puck died in the corner, and now recovered by Hazy once more. Hemmed up. Looking to keep it. Alex Otto. Lohr with a good shift keeps control for Neshannock. Hayden Tatterson will race it. Pitzer first to it as he overtakes and sends it back into neutral ice. Puck sent back in immediately by Sumner. Rogers had it taken away. Hazy, but good follow-up by Brody Young to push it back to neutral ice. And that puck will ring around the boards right in front of us. Otto puts the body to the man. Somners has it and swings it for Rogers on the left wing. Brody Young controls on the backhand, looking to center. That one went to the half wall. Ethan Summers has it. And Neshannock controls once more before it's rammed back in. Tomac wins it back. His shot goes wide. Missing left. Alex Otto. Puck back in for Evan DiNardo. Reverses it. Controlled by Wilmington again. At neutral ice. Bryce Fisher. For Otto. Sent up. Tomac trying to forecheck. Ring back, and Grant Hennon was the first one to a correction. Sean McGraw. Puck controlled by Wilmington. Seifert the first one in. That shot all the way to Michael. Save made, dives out for it, and he hangs on to it with 11:22 remaining in the second period. Wilmington still ahead by 1. Beckett Miller with the last goal, a power play goal. Wilmington has scored twice on the power play after entering tonight's game 2 for 19. By the way, for Neshannock, forgot to mention this, those 2 goals were the first power play goals they gave up this season. They came into this game 19 for 19.
Yeah, incredible. You're going to win a lot of games if you're killing a lot of penalties, no question.
That one off the side of the net, controlled by the Lancers once more. Shane Johns first to it, looking to center, goes up towards the point. That shot, save made by Michaels on the try from Lincoln Sirocco.
Yeah, take a look at this again. Excellent position by Michaels, who was eyeing it up the whole way, was able to get in good position to make the stop that time. He's played a really good first. It's now midway through the second period and a half here tonight.
Anthony Popovich sends it on goal, gloved by Trip Johns, and he'll hang on from there. 6:08 played here at Hess Ice Rink, and Wilmington living dangerously, but 2 power play goals has them in front as Neshannock trying to settle themselves down in terms of, well, their attacking presence. It's been strong, but they've been guilty of penalties.
A little too much aggression in this game for them has cost them here, at least through a period and a half, almost a period and a half.
Miller, a battle right on the wall. Again, Wall Popovich, the first to poke it out. And back to neutral ice. Neshannock controls and they'll dump it back in. Rings around. Shane Johns, another big hit, this time on Waylon Palumbo. Shane Johns has been an absolute wall. Cavelli pushed it in front, blocked and then handled by Beckett Miller. Back to neutral ice. Neshannock controls once more. Good work by Burgess while falling, able to get that one forward. But once again, continue to battle here in the neutral zone. Shane Johns has it. Johns looking to deke through a defender. Good work by McGrail, able to recover that. Shane Johns still continuing to fight, held up against the wall, no penalty.
Yeah, Palumbo made a nice play when they double teamed him there with McGrail.
Reese Fury up the wall looking for Cavelli. Michaels can't get to it, gets a second effort, lost his stick, but he's able to find the puck. He hangs on to it there.
Now McGrail comes back and makes another nice defensive play too. Good shift for him defensively. 2 plays in a row there as he gets a little chippy after the whistle again. See Fury and McGrail exchanging some pleasantries after. How about Michaels though? He is turning out a really good performance here in this first half. And that ice right below us where he's in net is very choppy right now. And he's been able to stand tall. He's gotten better as this game's gone on.
Ethan Sommers pushes it down low. Rogers looking to recover. Puck
Oh!
off. Pincer! And it's deflected in by Alex Rogers. And can you believe this? The Wilmington Greyhounds ahead by 2, 3-1.
Again off the rebound. They have been on it tonight. Look at this, right off the high point of John's mitt. And redirected. Nobody there on the backside to help defensively. And we got us a 3-1 contest here. The Greyhounds playing a little faster and getting to the spots on the ice in this first 26 minutes or so.
2 goals for Alex Rogers. He's been phenomenal. That's his 6th of the season. Ethan Sommers. 2-goal leads, the worst lead in hockey, but for Wilmington, it's got to feel great to be up against their fellow Lawrence County team. Again, the last 11 matchups, Neshannock has taken them all in, most of them in very impressive fashion. A couple double-digit victories against the Greyhounds, and Wilmington's trying to change that tonight.
Ty, we're even on shots in this game, too, 15 apiece. That means only 5 in the period for Neshannock, and we've played half of the, oh, right in the mask.
Yeah.
Michaels, my goodness.
DiNardo trying to ring it off the glass, and it goes into the protective netting.
That hit him right in the cage of the mask.
I was told it smells like burnt rubber if it hits you in the mask like that. Right on the cage?
Right on the cage, right side of it. He's doing it all for his team right now. We're going to change in the puck. I'm swapping that out. But, you know, so now 16 shots. They've right on cue with what they did in the first period, 10 shots for Neshannock, but it's the limiting of these shots by Wilmington's defense. And that's been the key to this game, I think, is keeping the opportunities at a minimum, or at least as few as you can against this Neshannock offense. This Wilmington defense has come to play here tonight, and this has got to be, from a Neshannock standpoint, a disappointing output here through the first period and a half as far as shots. They're trying to step it up and be a little bit more aggressive.
They've had some trouble against some lower teams. I was on the call for what you've seen in the opening. Neshannock Gateway, that shot into the netting as it was deflected off of Shane John's stick. The Gateway Gators, a program that was coming back into the PIHL last year, they came back from 4 goals down to tie it. The Lancers were able to steal it with John Monitis picking up the 5th and final goal for the Lancers to eke out a victory. So this hasn't been something new here on this network. Centering pass in front, Beckett Miller intercepts Anthony Popovich up the right wing.
And hit the corner of the net on the backside.
Got to look out because sometimes off the high glass, that puck can die right in front. Centering pass was looking for Miller. Able to keep it in the slot. Off the half wall. Sent back in further by Wilmington. Beckett Miller trying to cycle through a defender. Popovich also on the attack. And the Lancers control. Off the backhand, Grant Hennon scores! The cash register rings, and Grant Hennon puts it back within 1 for the Lancers. It's 3-2 Wilmington.
This is all Grant Hennon. This is a filthy move. Get around the defender. Now it was Pitzer trying to stand in front of him, and he just makes a beautiful move. Cuts to the inside. And just laid that one right in the basket.
Hey, regardless, win or lose, that could be a play of the game candidate.
Yeah, he is. That was a special, special move, and a much-needed goal for Neshannock, too. They had to get something. They got to get some momentum on their side and start building off of that. This game has been controlled for the most part by Wilmington, except for that middle stretch of the first.
Alex Otto keeps it in on the right point, on his backhand, gets towards the middle. Alex Rogers recovers it down low, looking to center in front, can't find anyone. Brody Young, and it's recovered by Johns right on the side of the cage as he'll hang on. Grant Hennon says, not so fast, my friends. We still got something. He's our last goal scorer at 6:46 in the second, 6:11 remaining in the period. And it's 3-2 Wilmington.
Can't let this Neshannock team start rolling downhill because they can throw the shots up in a hurry. And that might have been the break that they need to get that offense in gear.
Palumbo puts one on. Save made by Johns and ricocheted to the back wall. Battle right in front. Referee lost sight of it. And the whistle quickly, and he said, my bad as well. Face-off comes in the offensive zone for Wilmington in the left circle. Controlled by Neshannock. Good keep by Palumbo. Gonna push it forward. Ringed forward. Palumbo regathers in the neutral zone. Took a hit from Johns. Palumbo has it back, fired it off the glass, and on the ricochet, Johns able to handle. Sam Henning, excuse me, on that hit. He's another one of the thumpers for the Lancers. Two power play goals for Wilmington. The difference so far, we're tying it at one apiece. But Grant Henning able to get the last one for the Lancers. Miller in the corner. Popovich working behind the net, trying to cycle one in front. Gets right near the crease. Turnaround shot by Miller. That's blocked by the Lancers. Pitzer sends it back, goes into the corner. Wilmington needing a good shift here, and they got it. Popovich throws it back in front, and Trip Johns puts a mid on it and hangs on. 5:04 remaining here in the second period. Brody Young will take this face-off for Wilmington in his attacking end, and he wins it back. On the half wall, can't deflect it down is Ethan Summers. Fished on the backhand by Rogers. Got through Pitzer, first one onto it, Michaels, and he's able to sweep it away from danger momentarily. Young controls, takes it behind the net. On his backhand, would cancel out and then moved on by Pitzer. He takes it through neutral ice. Alex Rogers fishes for it in the corner. Gruber slaps it around. Able to fish it forward, and it has a chance for Relic. Relic has Johns right in front, centers it, can't find a stick. Another chance by Christopher Johns. And the save made by Connor Michaels. Well, for the Johns family out there trying to make something happen, it was Christopher on that shot. He was also looking for a centering attempt with Shane. Face-off controlled by the Lancers. Center point save made by Michaels. And he's able to gobble it quickly off the try from Bryce Fisher. Michaels has been quick to the puck. Anytime that it hits off his chest, he's able to dive out for it.
Yeah, he's had good vision on that puck all night long.
Really, after that first goal, he's been much better. That one was just a knuckle puck, for lack of a better term. Hazy intercept right in front on the backhand. Save made on the backhander by Hennon. Once again, Connor Michaels. 3:52 remaining in the second.
Good job to stick that hand up, redirect it into the back. Knew he probably couldn't get it clean, but he had to throw a limb somewhere near it to deflect it. You're seeing some more aggressiveness again from Neshannock here late in this period, much like we saw in the first, and now it's going to be about how Wilmington can respond.
Hazy looking for the center, can't find Hennon. Shots are 19-16 in favor of the Lancers, and they continue on the attack. Hazy the first one to it. The freshman trying to push it up the boards, looking for a defender. Hennon on his backhand. Can't center in front. Someone's stick. Palumbo's explodes. Tomac has it. Ty Tomac pushes it over, and it's dumped in. Lancers first one to it. Butch Burgess has it. Up the middle for Grant Hennon. On his backhand once again, Tomac with a good back check. He can't push it up the boards. Hazy can't control it. Alex Otto. Back pass is not working for either side. Braden Gurman has it on the right half wall. On his backhand, can't find the front. Anthony Popovich sends one on goal. And it's redirected and a save made by Johns. Beckett Miller once again. Gurman, his shot off the left point, save again as Johns absorbs it. 2:39 remaining here in the second period. One thing about this Wilmington team, they've had a couple offensive explosions this season. A couple 5-goal outings, a couple 4s. You know, it's not your run-of-the-mill 6th place team in which a lot of things haven't been going well for them. They've been able to put some goals for. It's the problem that goals against has been a huge issue.
Yeah, their back end has not been as sharp as it needs to be, but it's been better of late. They were outscored a lot during their 4-game losing streak, 27-12, so 15-goal differential, but they've gotten better on that defensive side the last 2-3 games. Much, much more competitive. And I think the key, again, to this game has been limiting the shot attempts by Neshannock. Now, they've climbed here a little bit late in this period, but I think just keeping them to as much of a minimum as you can has been a big difference here.
Popovich sends one off the half wall, and Johns hangs on from there. Under 2 minutes remaining here in the second period. Shots 19-18 in favor of the Lancers. They're down by 1 on the scoreboard. Relic controls the faceoff. Big hit by Palumbo as he gives one back. Another crunch right in front of us. Alex Otto trying to regather the puck. Rogers took a handle from Gruber. Brody Young has it. Young ignores a check coming from Christopher Johns and sends it back in lower. Neshannock quickly moves it up. Going down the right wing, Marco Relic. Relic on his backhand, can't find Christopher Johns, or Shane Johns rather. Johns on the redirection, that went wide. Centers it in front, can't find Gruber. Christopher Johns, first one to the puck, rattles it around the boards. Travis Cabelli sends it in deeper. And then it ricochets upward by Brody Young on his clearance attempt.
I think initially, before Johns tried to center that back, I think he accidentally redirected that. I think it was off of him, and that kind of squashed the whole opportunity. But then his centering pass just could not find Gruber. The timing just a tick off, and good opportunity here for Neshannock. They're going to have to, Wilmington defensively, they're going to have to be on their heels here the last minute or so, unless they get a clear here.
Under a minute remaining in the second. We have a nice cut coming up, an intermission report.
Yeah, this ice desperately needs a polish.
McGrail evades the checker, sends it down low. Popovich. McGrail another battle for it and does keep it. Oh my goodness! Oh. Big hit, and that's from Grant Hennett. The boom has been lowered a million times here tonight, and that one might be the biggest yet. You don't expect it from him. And it's the ones you don't expect that ding you the most. And
there is some absolute lumber being laid by the Lancers here in this game.
Legs aren't on Bambi for Finn McGrail, but he's definitely feeling it.
Now, he's one of the top point scorers for this Wilmington team as well, so you get him a little rattled and sort of take Wilmington out of their offensive prowess late in this period. This is about surviving here the last 30 seconds for Wilmington.
And there you go, Popovich. He says, I could do that too. Looking for Miller, can't find him. Physicality is picked up again. Young, but this time he takes a retaliatory penalty, and you cannot be the second man in that situation.
No, certainly can't. Watch this play by Popovich, though. Here's the stick, and then comes right back to control the puck. That's a beautiful play by Popovich. They just couldn't get anybody in front on a redirect or off the rebound. If you're Wilmington, doing whatever you can to keep this on this side of the ice in the Neshannock zone here for the next 13 seconds. That is huge.
And amazingly, the penalty is actually on Hennett.
Yeah, yep.
I thought it was going to be on Young, but they gave it to Hennett instead, so my apologies on that. That's another power play chance. 5 seconds remaining.
Dueling penalties.
Oh, they gave it an even up. So even up situation. It's still 5-on-5 play in high school hockey. No 4-on-4. And we'll have a minute 47 of that to open the third as we play 2 here from Hess Ice Rink. 3-2 Wilmington. You're watching PIHL Hockey on Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP.
For 20 years, Melee Chiropractic has treated athletes of all ages to help them get safely back to the top of their game. Melee Chiropractic has 3 full-time doctors in their office, and all 3 are former area athletes who have had to battle injuries throughout their careers. They want to help you get safely back on your feet. But more importantly, help stop the injuries before they happen. Prehab before you rehab. Attention all high school student athletes. During your sports season, a $30 visit to the Melee Chiropractic office includes an adjustment and/or all therapy is necessary. From the athletes of tomorrow to the weekend warriors and everything in between. Let Melee Chiropractic keep you in the game.
Works in Progress Painting wishes a successful and satisfying season to all the Lawrence County sports teams and athletes. Work hard and bring honor to your team, school, and family in how you play. Joe Wright and his family have been providing painting, window cleaning, and other property services for business and homeowners in the Lawrence County area for over 10 years. Their goal on every project is to provide a meaningful service that honors their customer, God, and their family, and to have fun while doing it. Works in Progress is now booking interior painting projects for both residential and commercial projects. Call Joe today at 724-714-4294 to discuss your next project. Attorneys Parada, Jones, and McCree are dedicated to giving their clients the best chance at a positive result. From personal injury, criminal and corporate law, real estate, municipal law, to wills and estates, their team will work with you through every step of the legal process. With Parada, Jones, and McCree, excellence is our guarantee.
Being the home team, to playing at home. And at LGKG, we have been your home team for over 90 years.
We're more than just a law firm. We're your friends, your neighbors, an advocate when life takes an unexpected turn.
We're not just lawyers that practice law. We live in this community, just like you.
When you need us most, we're at our best.
When you're looking for quality concrete services, contact the experienced professionals at Doran Concrete. Our company is family, locally owned and operated, and has been serving the community for over 30 years. Get residential or commercial concrete services for any size job. Our skilled professionals offer prompt and reliable services at an affordable price. We believe in the principles of honesty, integrity, and reliability. Get in touch with us for exceptional concrete services at prices that you can afford.
Does your blueprint not match the vision of your building project? Not with Creative Edge Architecture. From concept to creation, Jeff Measle will help tackle the complex problems, creating design solutions and construction experience. Creative Edge gives you the edge design and construction meet.
Thank you for calling Axe. Where can we take you today?
To work, to the store, to Grandma's house. Axe can get you there, but it's much more than a ride. It's a joyride.
I'm helping people. I'm getting them out of their house. I'm taking them to the doctors, to the grocery store.
They say I'm entertaining. Okay, we laugh, we joke, we sing, we tell stories.
They're like family to us.
Even if it's the same day, to schedule your joyride, call Axe today.
I love what I do because coming in every day is different.
How can you not enjoy these kids coming up and hugging you and giving you these great smiles all throughout the day?
Seeing the progress that our kids make every single day is one of the reasons I love coming to school.
What should we do? We have fun.
LCAP Early Learning Centers is hiring. Help empower young minds in Lawrence County and become a superhero today. Apply at lcap.org.
Your hip, your knee, your shoulder, whatever has been holding you back, UPMC Orthopedic Care is where you'll find experts to help you get back to a better quality of life. UPMC is pioneering minimally invasive surgeries, and we offer personalized treatment plans and same-day surgery to get you home and moving sooner. It's your ankle, your elbow, your hand, and it's your move. Visit upmc.com/ortho to learn how UPMC can help.
For 20 years, Melee Chiropractic has treated athletes of all ages to help them get safely back to the top of their game. Melee Chiropractic has 3 full-time doctors in their office, and all 3 are former area athletes who have had to battle injuries throughout their careers. They want to help you get safely back on your feet. But more importantly, help stop the injuries before they happen. Prehab before you rehab. Attention all high school student athletes. During your sports season, a $30 visit to the Melee Chiropractic office includes an adjustment and/or all therapy is necessary. From the athletes of tomorrow to the weekend warriors and everything in between. Let Melee Chiropractic keep you in the game.
GEM building contractors and developers have a proven record of performance on any size project. They bring value, local craftsmanship, expert management to meet any challenge. From design construction, from inspection to budget estimation, GEM Builders has been building our community for 70 years.
Nick's Auto Body, trust your body in our hands. From a scratch to a dent to a major repair, Nick's your man. Making your car look as good as new. Nobody does it better than Nick's Auto Body. Trust your body in our hands. Nick's Auto Body. Trust your body in our hands.
Whether you're hosting a big party, it's family dinner night, or you just need a place to go and watch the big game, the Crane Room Grill is the place to be. Need that something special for your upcoming event? Ask about the CR Brewing Company's custom brewing options to give your big day that personalized touch that your guests will never forget. Visit craneroom.com to see their full menu, or call in your takeout order now at 724-656-1553. The Crane Room Grill and CR Brewing Company, a winning combination. When it comes to protecting those you love, the businesses you've built, or the things you've earned, you need someone you can trust. Who better to protect your interests than a local insurance agent? Pontius Insurance is a team of local agents helping local residents in Lawrence County and surrounding areas, specializing in auto, home, business, and life insurance. Come see Dan Pontius, Jessica Dix, and Tracy Giddings, and the rest of the team at Pontius Insurance, and receive the personalized service you deserve.
Tonight, someone is cold, hungry, and forgotten. At City Rescue Mission, we're more than a shelter. We're a bright beacon of light in our community, serving those in need to make our community stronger and healthier. We offer real help.
When it comes to protecting those you love.
Tonight, someone is cold, hungry, and forgotten. At City Rescue Mission, we're more than a shelter. We're a bright beacon of light in our community, serving those in need to make our community stronger and healthier. We offer real help and real hope, and that hope is Jesus. We serve him by serving others in love, grace, mercy, and compassion. But we can't do it without you. Be the reason someone's story is rewritten in Christ. Give today at cityrescuemission.org.
Intermission here on Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP, Wilmington 3, Neshannock 2. And just want to remind everyone about this. Scotty's night with the Penguins as Union Area takes over PPG Paints Arena. It's a historic night for the student musicians at Union Area High School. The Union Area High School marching band and choir have been invited to perform at the arena. They will open the game with the Star Spangled Banner, and the marching band, Scotty Girls and Majorettes, will be performing between periods. This is the first time any marching band has performed at PPG Paints Arena. An exclusive partnership for this special night, discounted tickets at just $55 each. So you can come and watch the talented musicians and dancers of Union Area High School, and also you can watch the Pittsburgh Penguins take on the Philadelphia Flyers. That's January 15th. The ticket price is $55, and payment for those tickets should be made payable to the Union Area Band boosters. And reminder, these tickets are first come, first served basis. So please join the Union Area Marching Band and High School Choir at PPG Paints Arena on January 15th. Ticket price $55, and it features performances from the band and the choir in a first ever event at PPG Paints Arena on January 15th. Good game we have going on here from Hess Ice Rink, as Wilmington with 2 goals in the first, 1 in the second. Neshannock with a goal apiece in the first and second. Quick scoring recap for you here for our matchup tonight. 10:08 in the first, Travis Cavelli in even strength, the assist to Butch Burgess. And then in 11:50 through the first, Wilmington on the board first. Alex Rogers on the power play, assist to Ty Tomac and Brody Young. Then Wilmington strikes again with another power play goal. Beckett Miller on the power play. This time it's Anthony Popovich on the assist. 7:54 into the second. Alex Rogers in even strength for Josh Pitzer, and then Grant Hennon with an excellent individual effort with 10:14 played through the second. Even strength. That goal was unassisted. And Eric, these two teams have been battling all night. Wilmington takes advantage of the aggressiveness from the Lancers, and they capitalize with 2 power play goals.
Yeah, I would break it down like this. In the first 2 periods, physicality edge to Neshannock. That hasn't translated necessarily to being the better team, but they have gotten the better goaltending on the Wilmington side. They've been a little bit more aggressive outside of a couple of stretches where Neshannock has really turned it on at the latter stages of that second period. We're going to get a power play. We got the power play there to end the second period. It's a wash there in terms of the penalty, but I think that really outside of about 7 minutes of ice time, this game's been controlled by Wilmington. I mean, you obviously it's a 1-goal lead, but Michaels has been great in net. They've been beating Neshannock to the puck. They've been keeping them at bay for the most part. 19 shots for the Lancers. And we talked about how many shots they can throw at teams in a hurry and how aggressive they've been on offense. And that's sort of been neutralized a little bit. They're trying to out-hit Wilmington. They have. So I'd say physicality edge, Neshannock in the first 2 periods. But overall, the game right now controlled by Wilmington, especially on the scoreboard and especially in terms of keeping that Neshannock offense, that aggressiveness by this Lancers offense at bay.
Through 2 periods, the shots on goal 20-19 in favor of the Lancers. Connor Michaels, 17 saves on 19 shots. And for Trip Johns, 17 saves on 20 shots. Between periods, we were able to find out a few notes. Alex Otto is wearing number 12 for Wilmington, and wearing number 27 is his brother, Jacob Otto. So we were able to figure that out in between periods as these two teams getting ready to have a mini warm-up, and we'll get you back for the third period. It's 3-2, Wilmington Greyhounds. You're watching high school hockey on Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP.
Like in sports, it takes a great team to protect you, your family, and your business. MVP Insurance is that team. From home and auto to life and commercial insurance, you can count on us for coverage that adapts to your needs.
We're committed to excellence for our clients' experience and in serving our community.
It's a winning combination.
MVP Insurance. Don't get left on the sidelines. Log on to mvpins.com or call today to get your free quote.
Castle Asphalt and Construction is driven to provide quality, cost-efficient pavement-related services to Western Pennsylvania. Every paving or construction service at Castle Asphalt begins with a thorough site inspection of the area to allow their team of professionals to become familiar with the unique conditions of your home or business. Once the site inspection is complete, Castle Asphalt provides you with a detailed plan of the design, cost, materials, and time of completion, so you know exactly what to expect during your construction. Visit castleasphalt.com to request a quote for your next project and make your dream design come to fruition.
At Medore Bonner Law, we're more than just attorneys. We're your community partners. With a combined experience that spans decades, attorneys Jason Medore, Michael Bonner, and Greg Rossitelli are your trusted advisors for all legal matters. From personal injury to estate planning, business law to family disputes, we are here to guide you through every step of the legal process. Our full-service, community-based approach ensures that you're not just a client, but a valued member of our family. Give us a call or visit us online at MadorBonnerLaw.com for more information.
Just about ready to begin our third period of play, and Wilmington looking to do something they haven't done in 11 games at least, as far as we can go back, and that's defeat the Neshannock Lancers in ice hockey.
It's going to be really important to get a good start to this period. Break it down into really like fours. You can 3-4-minute periods here if you're Wilmington. Try to win each one of them and then survive that last minute. Michaels has been fantastic in net. See if they can keep their aggressiveness and keep that backline defense humming for this Greyhounds team. This defense has been great tonight.
Wilmington able to push it up down the wall. 2-on-1 opportunity, centering pass, looking for it. Can't get it through. Popovich in the slot. That shot, save made by Tripp Johns off the chance from Beckett Miller.
Yeah, look at that. 16:29 left to go in the game, and already you're generating a shot in the first 30 seconds. That's what I like to see out of Wilmington in this game. And you know, we said they were at the start of it, they were going to be throwing things at Neshannock early in this game. Was that going to be enough? And the answer so far has been yes, but every period they've started out with an opportunity almost right off the bat, and that's carried over. So now let's see if they can keep that going for the next like 3-4 minutes and again, try to win the first quarter of this last
Long
period.
pass on to Relic. He has a breakaway. Save made.
Yeah, Michaels, unbelievable.
Relic shot blocked, and feeling every bit of it was McGrail.
See, this is what Neshannock does, Ty. They throw them at you in buckets. Now, how about that save by Michaels? We said it in a second. Here's another look at it. He's had some great eyes on these pucks tonight. That was a perfect opportunity, and he just stonewalls.
With the blocker was German that took that shot that he blocked. But you need big-time saves. Mark that one down for Connor Michaels. Popovich trying to work through on the right side. Sirocco with the intercept. And it's moved up by Sam Hemming. Right onto the glove of Michaels, and he'll hang on from there. This will be the type of victory that sends shockwaves around the PIHL if this comes through for Wilmington. But they got a lot of work they have to do here. Palumbo to recover it. Miller, the wall. McGrail used the net as a shield, and now it comes up the right side. Can't poke it forward. Fury lost an edge. Neshannock able to recover and sent it down. Bryce Fisher with the dump it. Otto. Harassed by Hemming. Looking to move it up the wall. Sirocco keeps it in. Centering pass right in front. I'm not sure how that was able to be saved by Michaels, but man. Another giveaway by Wilmington, this time in the slot, and it was nearly a tie ball game at 3 apiece.
Yeah, Michaels has just done such a great job, not just with his vision, but anticipating all these tonight. His defense hasn't always bailed him out. Sometimes, like we saw with that Relic breakaway, it's been one-on-one, but he has been so sharp and just right on top of these shots here so far.
As he pushes it down low, Evan DiNardo forcing it up the boards, held in by Neshannock. A Greyhound lost his stick trying to get the puck in the corner. Held in again, Asher Summer. And now here comes the Greyhounds, moving it in, Jacob Otto. Grant Hannon recovers, takes a hit, moves it up for Butch Burgess. Burgess trying to circle his way around 2 defenders, and a save made by Michaels. Another shot redirected away from Michaels. Shot rung around the boards and will go all the way towards the neutral zone. O'Donovan has it for Neshannock. Sends it down for an icing. 13:53 remaining in the third. And once again, the shots are tied at 21 apiece. And the Lancers looking for the equalizer.
All that work from a Neshannock standpoint here in the first couple minutes of this period, and they've only got 2 shots to show for it.
Gruber wins the
2 official
faceoff.
shots anyway.
Cavelli up the boards. Alex Otto, save made by Trip Johns. Rogers in the slot, pushes it to the corner. Cavelli forces it up. Another chance. That shot deflected by Brody Young. Didn't get on goal exactly. Has another chance, and that's saved by Johns.
He's standing up when his team needs it.
Shane Johns can't move it forward. Got help from Travis Cavelli to push it back to neutral ice. A move made by Gruber. On his backhand, can't circle it to the front. Otto up the wing on the right side. Got through 2 defenders and still has the puck. And then he's dumped by Chris Johns.
These Johns boys are absolutely annihilating guys tonight. That's what we said at halftime. They're trying to out-hit Wilmington in this game, and that's worked. The physicality edge has certainly gone to Neshannock's favor in this game, but Wilmington keeps getting up. They keep fighting. You know, they won by not giving up a goal. They won that first 4 minutes of the period.
I think the objective today for Neshannock has been seek and destroy. And by hook or by crook, it's worked for them, but they're down by 1. McGrail, shifty move, trying to work his way off the half wall. To the point, that shot got through. Johns, a save made, another one made as well.
He is just putting on a clinic right now. And this aggressiveness from Wilmington, this is what you need to see. If you expect Neshannock to throw everything that they have at you in this last 12 and a half minutes, you've got to be just as aggressive on the other end. And they're doing that now. And this is like an aggressive streak for this Greyhounds team that we didn't really see in the first couple periods. They've had some nice, attack and, a good offensive push. But if Neshannock
score!
Unbelievable.
Jacob Otto off the face-off.
See, they've been living in this zone for the latter part of the last minute or so. They generated an opportunity by staying aggressive. That's exactly what we've been saying is they've got to stay aggressive. Fight it with Neshannock. Fight the aggressiveness with their own. That is just taken right off the face-off, controlled by Otto and thrown in that door, that side door. And we got a 2-goal game again.
Jacob Otto going forward off the face-off. He has it again. Nearly changed it up on Johns there, but went wide and behind the net. This Wilmington team has shown something different tonight. O'Donovan looking to push it up, and it's shell-shocked the Lancers, but there's still time on the board. Ryan Hazy, his shot, save made by Connor Michaels, and it's redirected out of play off of that.
That play by Otto, that isn't just like off the face-off and try to feed it out to the side or kick it out to the side. He took that face-off and went right in on net to make it a 2-goal game. That is a big boy play by Otto.
Last 2 goals on each side have been unassisted. That one for Jacob Otto with 12:34 remaining is unassisted as well. My goodness, we've seen a lot of great individual efforts here tonight, either by laying the body or these goals or the goaltenders.
2 games in a row. Otto's got a point, too. He had a goal against McDowell the other night.
And then on the draw, face-off controlled by Neshannock. Burgess dumps it in. Ricochets over for Ethan Summers. Summers over for the captain, Alex Rogers. Rogers circles one out in front. Puck controlled by Alex Otto. One more chance again from Summers. That one back to neutral ice. On the backhand, flipped in by Burgess.
Sumner had that deflected off his skate.
And another hit. And another penalty coming up for Neshannock, and it's Grant Hennon.
You're You're seeing some frustrated guys now on this Neshannock side. They feel like they've done enough here to win this game, and it just hasn't worked for them. This resilient Wilmington team is taking the fight to them here, and there's 11.5 to go. Out shooting Neshannock right now, lead them on the board. Showing a little more physicality here in this third period.
Fourth power play chance for Wilmington, the second straight penalty enforced on Hennon. Again, Neshannock wanted to lay the body in this game, and they paid for it in a lot of ways. Their aggressiveness has been turned against them with this power play, and also the play in general, really. We had an even up situation at the end, and that a big hit, and now we got another one coming. That's on Rogers.
Yeah, they're going to call this a delayed penalty. Rogers is kind of throwing the hand up like, what did I do? That just seemed like he thought anyway. He thought it was a clean hit. Can't say I agree with him on that. That's probably the right call.
4-2, Wilmington. 11:15 remaining. Well, this is a late even up situation, so we're in true 4-on-4 play. The previous penalty on each side, because it was coincidental, it goes to 5-on-5, so we play 4-on-4 here. Clearance is into the netting, and the face-off will stay right in the right dot.
Yeah, Rogers and Hennon both in the box right now.
Wilmington ahead in the shots, 24-22. Face off in the right corner, up the half wall, sent back to neutral ice by the Greyhounds. Cavelli. Up for Chris Johns. Puck played through the middle and regathering it, and here comes Jacob Otto. Otto, the last goal scorer. First hit up the wall, and a chance. That one went high. Might have touched the glove of Johns in goal.
Set up nicely by Otto. He was trying to look for somebody to center that to. Got jammed up in the corner and found his man.
Up the left wing looking for Jacob Otto. Boy, good thing we got his name between periods. Oh. And a score! St. John's! Ringing one off the left post. And the Lancers back within one, 4-3 Wilmington.
Yeah, Palumbo defensively had a shot there. He was going to have to stand right in front of it. Johns made the adjustment, shot it to the left of him, found that pole, and we got a one-goal game once again.
Popovich knocked down Bryce Fisher, and cleanly. Beckett Miller controls, behind the cage, centers it. Popovich, oh, he can't shuffle it forward. He had it right in front, but he couldn't do anything on his backhand. Alex Otto has it at the right point, sends it down low. Lincoln Sirocco had it intercepted. Popovich, right point once again, Alex Otto. Skates it, deflection by Popovich, goes wide. Shane Johns up the right side.
Popovich had a perfect opportunity, but he couldn't get his footing down.
Johns cycles behind the net. Sirocco's shot absorbed and handled by Connor Michaels.
See if we can go back to that attempt by Popovich, but he had a perfect opportunity. He just was kind of falling away from the puck. Couldn't get his footing down and get set to fire that. He had a point-blank shot at Johns and a two-goal game once again, but just could not get that positioning correct.
Sirocco looking to send it in deep. That one, Fury shot wide, rebound, oh, while sitting! My goodness, it's Michaels again, able to handle the ricochet off the end wall.
This is incredible. But look at how he's watching it the whole time. Look how he follows the puck the entire way. He's right on top of it. He's had such good vision up and down the ice all night tonight.
And
really
incidentally, it was his own man, Josh Pitzer, that flipped it up.
Almost an own goal.
Oh, that would have been an absolute heartbreaker. Covelli keeps it in at the left point. Puck kicked over for Rogers. McGrail on the right side, sent in by Jacob Otto and right into the glove of Trip Johns. 9:04 remaining in the third period. Wilmington, in their last game, shut down a 4-game losing streak. They're looking to go on a 2-game winning streak before they take on Swickley Academy next week. And
it's a winnable game for them next week as well. The big one coming up for Neshannock next week with Ringgold. Week from tonight.
Suddenly that would put them in the midfield if the situation uphold. Icing ruled, and it will be back into the attacking end for Wilmington.
Yeah, their goal differential has been, it's one of the worst in the division, but it's because they've had to shore up their backline defense.
Rogers controls it off the draw, can't center it on the backhand, controls it in the right corner. They cycle it, the Greyhounds, that puck flips, stays in. Really good work by Alex Otto to keep that in. Puck goes back to the middle and then whipped down by Ethan Sommers. Chris Johns has it, sends it to the middle, intercepted by Alex Otto. Otto trying to go through 3 defenders, can't do it. Covelli sends it up for Relic, intercepted by Young. Into the feet of McGrail. McGrail tried to go through and go upstairs with Johns and couldn't get it through.
Covelli and Johns that time, excellent defensive play.
Here comes Relic. He has another breakaway as he gets by his defender to the backhand again. It's Michaels. How did that puck a second time not get through?
I have no idea.
I really don't know what's going on there.
That was to the backside of Michaels, and it looked like he had no idea where the puck was, but he was somehow able to just tap it enough to keep it in front of him or keep it to the side of him. Watch this.
I thought it went through, and the second time I was about to say score. Here we get to see Relic, and he followed it.
Now watch the puck here on the back end of it. On the second attempt, it's going to slide right by him, and it almost looked like he had no idea where it was. He maybe had tapped it with his elbow to keep it to the side of him.
I think you found your man in goal if you're Wilmington, win or lose in this situation.
Oh, absolutely.
This guy's been unreal.
He has been fantastic in this game tonight.
Sumner picks up some speed, but he's closed off by Miller. On the left half wall, controlled by Wilmington. Popovich tried to send it back for Miller. Cleared to neutral ice. Sumner, O'Donovan sends it up on the left wing. Butch Burgess can't get it further from there. McGrail dumps it in, and this will have to be the way for Wilmington. You got to gain that red line. You got to dump it in. You got to force them to go the whole way.
It's going to be dump and chase now. No question.
Backhander for Fury. Intercepted. One more time on the breakaway. Jacob Otto scores! Jacob Otto! Again, it's a 2-goal lead for Wilmington. His second of the period. And what bigger moment than this for the Greyhounds?
Johns might have come too far out of net. Watch how far out he comes with the speedy Otto racing down the ice and nobody on the back end to stop him. Look at how far out Johns is. That's easy pickings for Otto the way he's playing right now. Johns thought he could come out and meet him and get a stop, thwart the shot. There was nobody back there to bail the goalie out. And Otto just makes a beautiful move, just a slight little shimmy, and boom, we got a 2-goal game once again.
Wilmington has needed 2 braces from Alex Rogers, and now Jacob Otto. Again, we're really glad we found out his name in between the ice cut.
Again, a good dump in. The more you can make Neshannock waste time here, and you can set up your defense, the better it is for Wilmington. They're just living on this half of the ice here, it seems like the last 2 minutes.
Sam Hemming has it on the right wall. Looking to center it. One more pass in front. Michaels, smart too. It shuts off the front door with Lincoln Sirocco right in the crease.
He has really raised his game here as Michaels. Absolutely has raised his game here tonight. Faced 112 shots coming into play tonight, a 3 goals against average, but a 92% save percentage, 181 minutes of ice time. I think that young man may have just wrangled that job for good. He has been fantastic tonight.
Flexing on the backhand with Shane Johns right in front of the crease, closed out by the Hounds. Intercepted once again. Another save made by Michaels on a giveaway in the slot for Jacob Gruber. And a whistle. Penalty issued here. Penalty issued. 5-on-4. We might have missed something there. I think it was a trip. But regardless, it'll be an opportunity. Nope. No penalty. So no penalty. Wilmington controls with 6 minutes remaining. Rogers sends it on the backhand forward. Covelli moves it up. It's dumped in, and Alex Otto has it behind his own net. Gathering is Brody Young. Crossways into the corner. Rogers puts a body on a man. Brody Young on his backhand. Line of net, looks for a center, goes up to the top. Alex Otto's shot kicked away by Johns. Puck rebounds off the back netting, and it's a face-off in the attacking zone for Wilmington. We have 5:20 remaining here in the third. Wilmington has lost their last 11 games versus the Neshannock Lancers. They're looking to snap that streak as well. Beckett Miller. First one to the puck. Sumner trying to squeak it forward, and it is controlled by Reese Curie. Held in to the back wall. Popovich once more, racing in to keep it. Won it past O'Donovan. Fantastic forechecking by Wilmington.
It really has been.
Puck ricocheted forward. Butch Burgess has it down the right wing. His shot went high.
Michaels almost came too far out that time to meet it.
4:36 remaining in regulation. Anthony Popovich has it. Cycles to the front. Up to the point. That shot, save made by Johns. The try from Evan DiNardo. Sent to the back wall. Sumner swings it up the right boards for Burgess. Hit off of Hazy.
What a play to kick it ahead.
McGrail's shot, save made, rebound is flexed away by Johns again.
Stuck that forearm up there, swatted that out of there. It was a beautiful save by Johns. And Ian McGrail hug it out after the play's over.
4:05 remaining in the third. Potential history on the board here for Wilmington. The pressure is on Neshannock. Again, no 3 matchups in the PIHL Division 2 this year. There's just 2, so this is the final matchup, barring a playoff meeting for these 2 teams. Last few years, Division 2 had been spaced out where there was 4 divisions. This year, just 2. Controlled by the Hounds as they cycle it around. Bryce Fisher has it. His pass on a second effort moves it forward. Jacob Grubner, Relic, pushes it in down the right wall. Gets around Pitzer. Sirocco. Back down. And the puck gets by Sirocco. Goes all the way down the length. No icing. Not much grace given to the Lancers here tonight. At the right wall, Shane Johns. Rubner, Siracco pinching. As we approach 3 minutes remaining here in the third period. I have to wonder for the Lancers, would they potentially vacate the cage with Trip Johns to try to get an extra attacker and get back within one?
Well, you got to think about that in the next minute.
Siracco can't get around a defender. Moving forward, Brody Young. Brody Young going 1-on-2. Oh! Burgess with the boom! And Young lost his stick. And I think the referees have to get control of this game.
Yeah, Trip Johns, or rather Shane Johns.
Center end, Brent Summers! Save made by Trip Johns.
Chris Johns went after Summers, too. There was some hard hitting there in that possession.
2:32 remaining in the third. We got audio-only coverage of the Woodland Hills Wolverines and the Newcastle Red Hurricane. But also, you could catch this matchup right now.
Yeah, Newcastle winner tonight on the hardwood. No surprise. They keep rolling. I'm probably getting the extra skater out there now. You need 2 goals. I think you got to go a little early and get that done. Too little, too late. It's not going to make it work for you.
They've gotten within one without an extra skater a few times, but I think you're going to need it very soon. This Wilmington team showing some fight here tonight and looking to do something that hasn't been done in quite some time.
Trip Johns taking a peek back at the clock.
DiNardo.
No sign.
Cage.
There's no sign that they're going to go with it right now, Ty. And they got 1:48 to go. They got to make it happen fast.
They've been pretty secure offensively a few times off sides in this game. I thought they've had long stretches in their own zone in which they could do something in. An extra man won't hurt.
No,
I don't think you can leave an opportunity without getting to one again.
Yeah, I agree. I really agree with you.
1:42 remaining in regulation.
Surprised they haven't done that yet. They had a perfect opportunity right there with 1:40 to go.
Puck sent down icing, and it'll go into the Neshannock attacking end. That puck was iced by Waylon Palumbo.
Yeah, they're going to call him off now.
Better late than never. Extra man on for the Lancers.
It's going to be Burgess who is the extra guy. So 97 seconds left. Probably I would have gone about a minute earlier. I'm trying to maximize my time. You get back to keeper and net then and try to even it up.
Jacob Otto, he wants that puck. He wants the trick. McGrail sent back in by Burgess. Shot goes wide.
Wilmington's got to get to the puck here. They've got to get this thing cleared.
That shot save made. Rebound. Oh my goodness, again! Michaels, while diving out, is able to sit right underneath the puck. Wow!
Right up against the boards, and then watch the pass right here. This is going to go, he is blocked off, but then they play it to his strong side where he can watch it happen right in front of him, slide right through the net there to make the stop. But Neshannock had that traffic in front of the net right there, and Michaels may not have had a clear view of it if they would have taken a shot to the right side, to Neshannock's right side of the net there.
He's stonewalled Relic on that one. 1:09 remaining in regulation. Face off, push down, Young, it will go wide. Puck doesn't gain the end line, and it has to be cycled around by Neshannock. Covelli has it. Has to move up the wall. Finds Chris Johns. Net still gaping. Last minute of play. Sent further down by Burgess. Puck cycled around. Covelli keeps it at the left point. Sends it on goal. Save made by Michaels. And absorbs and hangs on from there. 34.3 seconds remaining in the third.
It's going to be tough to pick a player of the game in this one because Michaels has been so good.
You got Michaels, you got Jacob Otto, you got Hockey fans delight tonight. Off the face-off, another save by Michaels. That off of Shane Johns. Burgess through traffic, save made by Michaels again.
A lot of time gone here.
That one got through again, and another save by Michaels. 16 seconds remaining. Otto looking for the empty net. They find Popovich.
Good job by Burgess. Step right in front of it to block it, but there is too much time gone.
5 seconds remaining. It stopped with a minute. Time runs out. Referees want to keep everything controlled here. Wilmington is celebrating because finally it took try number 12 for them to get the victory over the Neshannock Lancers. Final score, Wilmington 5, Neshannock 3.
Yeah, this done tonight. Neshannock's going to end up out-shooting Wilmington in this game, 31-30, but it was early on in this game, and Wilmington's defense keeping Neshannock at bay. A lot of that's going to be inflated by the flurry at the end of the game there with the extra attacker. But this Wilmington team defensively played outstanding tonight. They didn't allow a lot. They limited Neshannock as much as they could offensively tonight, and Michaels was fantastic in net. And then you got the big one by Otto to when Johns came out of net, and, man, they can celebrate tonight. That is a hard-earned win. Congratulations to Neshannock. That was about as good as it gets tonight. Frustrating for Neshannock, too, because they now are going to fall. If Ringgold loses tonight or wins tonight, they're going to fall into second place, and those two are going to match up a week from tonight. And that's going to be a key matchup to stay ahead of the pack here in the D2 standings. That's going to be a rough game for Neshannock to have to come back and get up for, thinking that, they probably felt confident coming into this game tonight, thought they were going to roll, keep the offense on fire. Wilmington said no, limited them, shut them down in a lot of areas of this game, and now they're going to come back against Ringgold and try to stay ahead of the pack next week.
What an amazing game on both sides, but Wilmington, they finally break a long losing streak, an 11-game losing streak here tonight as they defeat Neshannock 5-3. We'll give you a quick, we'll just go right to the MVP of the game and the play of the game, and that'll also go into, I guess, effectively a 3 stars. But the MVP of the game, it's simple. It's Connor Michaels. He was the story here tonight, and a fantastic performance by Connor Michaels. And we're waiting for the stats update here to give you the final line score. And an amazing performance by him as he made 28 saves on 31 shots for the victory. And he is the MVP Insurance MVP of the game.
Yeah, just a great night by him. And, hey, read it his average. Allows 3 goals a game, gave up 3 goals tonight. But, it was a lot of chasing done by Neshannock tonight as Michaels was on point. Great acrobatic saves late in this game. And he had great vision on that puck all night long. He never did not know where that puck was at all times. He was fantastic. And hats off to him because that was about as good as you could get. This has been probably the most aggressive offense in D2 in the Blue Division in this Neshannock team. Their goal differential 33. They scored 11 the other night. They've had games in which they've thrown up 50, 60 shots in a game. And Michael stonewalled them for the most part tonight. Again, physicality, you can't question it. Neshannock was the more physical of the two teams. They out-hit Wilmington in this game. Wilmington did just enough in that category. But every other phase with the goaltending, the offense, controlling the neutral zone, the forecheck, all of it, Wilmington, outstanding effort tonight.
Connor Michaels is our MVP of the game, brought to you by MVP Insurance. He will receive a customized T-shirt, and we are proud to honor him as tonight's MVP of the game. To view the full list of this year's game MVPs, go online to lcsportsnet.com and click on MVP of the game. Congratulations to Connor Michaels of Wilmington for being named tonight's MVP of the game. MVP Insurance, call MVP for the win. Now, there was a lot of players that were in contention for the play of the game, but it's simple. It's
Grant Hennon's
goal. You
want
to say Hennon? Yeah, at the crossbar?
Grant Hennon's goal, because at that stage of the game, Neshannock looks like it's probably going to get run out of here the way that Wilmington was playing, and he comes up with a magnificent goal for the Lancers. Seemed like at that point they were really going to get some momentum going, but Hennon's goal was it was a work of art. I mean, we could obviously give it to Otto for the breakaway and when he went one-on-one with Tripp Johns, but Hennon's goal, I think, kind of ignited a fire for that Neshannock team, and I think also sheds light on how good Wilmington ends up playing this game the whole way, because at that stage when he gets that goal, you think that they've now found their offense and they're going to start being aggressive, and they did get aggressive for a stretch, and Wilmington held them off, but that was a heck of a goal by Hennon in that game.
Yes, it was a heck of a goal, but I also already sent down I sent down Garrett, and I gave it to Otto, but
we'll make up for it.
Yeah, we'll make up for it, but with that, but we'll give it to Grant Hennon retroactively for that amazing goal, as we are proud to present the Play of the Game award to Grant Hennon. He will receive a customized T-shirt courtesy of the Red Zone in recognition of being tonight's Play of the Game. To view tonight's Maley Chiropractic Play of the Game and the full list of this season's top plays, go online to lcsportsnet.com and click on Play of the Game. Congratulations to Grant Hennon.
We'll give him 2 plays in the
game.
We'll give Otto.
We'll give Otto another one. We'll also give Otto one. So congratulations to Grant Hennon and Jacob Otto, because you can't, when you go bar down, you got to be on there. But Otto as well. Congratulations to both of them for being tonight's Maley Chiropractic Play of the Game. Let Maley Chiropractic keep you in the game. We'll give an unofficial 3 stars as well. So 3rd star of the game will go to Alex Rogers. He had 2 goals in tonight's game. 2nd star goes to Jacob Otto. Otto with 2 goals and a fantastic 3rd period performance. And tonight's 1 star is Connor Michaels, as he made 28 saves on 31 shots and was fantastic tonight in goal for the Wilmington Greyhounds. That'll do it for us here on Lawrence County SportsNet. For Eric Thomas, Garrett Dolan, and Matt Flannery, I'm Ty Polk with the final score one more time. Wilmington 5, Neshannock 3. For the first time, Wilmington gets a victory over Neshannock for the first time, and they end an 11-game losing streak to them. Again, this is the 12th final game for that, so congratulations to the Greyhounds. We'll go confirm the rest of the particulars later, but regardless, Wilmington 5, Neshannock 3. A pleasant good evening from Hess Ice Rink. You've been watching PIHL Division II hockey on the Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP.
Your voice for Lawrence County sports.
The gold ball headed home to Newcastle.
This is the Lawrence County SportsNet.